Be sure to check out the Mystery School. The link is in the description for the article. The article is in depth, very organized. The same links that's in the description will give you more of an outline. And of course, you get to put in and figure out your transit chart. And then the next link will be discovering the house meanings. But then also you can go ahead and get how to read natal charts easily and effectively, an astrology explained if you don't know what the planets mean. Okay? But be sure to read the article, big guys, big fams, big lady. Y'all not big ladies, y'all got big lady energy, right? I ain't trying to talk no mess. Let's talk about love, right? Venus, the planet of love, is conjuncting Pluto and it's transformational. You got to figure out what house this transit is taking place. One, because it's a retrograde aspect. It retrogrades December 11th. It conjuncts Pluto exact December 11th. But it also comes direct conjunction December 25th. So the Christmas gift for a lot of people will be breakups. You found out that she broke up with Terrence and got with Jermaine. She would give you signs and hints, but you was arrogant thinking that she wasn't never going to leave you. She just up and left you, and Christmas time ain't Christmas without the one you love, looking ass boy, sitting there sad. And then you gonna hit her with, it's because you was listening to Hood Mystic videos, wasn't it? I told you stop listening to that nigga. You don't need love. You just need these 4 inches. Stop listening to that nigga, because every time you start listening to that nigga, you start changing and start acting like you deserve more. You deserve better. You better take this shitty ass energy that I've been giving you and stop expecting more and coming at me with standards and shit. Yes, Stella, we will be getting our groove back this weekend. It is big groove back energy for the rest of 2021. It's going to be hard for you to look at a dusty situation. It's going to be hard for you to look at a situation and say, no, I need to be treated better in this bitch. I hear the conversations we've been having. I mean, you could be at work too. You could be like, I hear y'all saying that y'all giving me a raise, but when I look at my check, it's the same numbers that it was all year, fam. And I put in the double overtime, triple back, split overtimes like you wanted. Pussy popped on the handstand just like you wanted. You said, and I quote, I recorded it, I documented it. You said that you wanted somebody to pussy pop on a handstand. And that's what I did. And you then said that you would give me what I wanted. I pussy popped and didn't get what I want. So you can either give it to me or I can go get it for someone else, because my mama named me Stella for a reason. And the thing about Stella is that she got her groove back, and that's what I tend to do. You could be Austin Powers, get your mojo back. But trust me, Pluto does not come to play games. Pluto comes to transform. But with all of these Mars transits where you could be so aggressive and so hot-headed and all of this type of energy, it's best to understand how to communicate clearly about your desires and not communicate, but make sure that person comprehends you. Because after the communication, you could be like, because I know they don't like when you reference stuff, you like, it's some Mars transits, it's some squares, it's the planet of action, babe. So you either gonna put the money in my account, on the table. I don't care where you put it, but just make sure I can grab it and put it in my pocket, right? Or else I'm gonna have to take my talents to South Beach. Get my groove back. Because love is never a sacrifice. Love is not a compromise. Love is not you working it out. Let me tell y'all what love is. Love is when you say, I want to get some strippers over for the weekend. You a woman and you telling your man, I want some strippers to come this weekend. Me and the girls, we want some strippers to come through. And he like, well, I know this one dude named Snickers. I got some homeboys in college or whatever. Let's get some strippers for the ladies. It's not, oh, babe, let's talk about this. Do you really want to get some strippers? I mean, do they got to have big, like, what is y'all doing with the strippers? Is y'all going to be touching them? Like, come on now, babe. Do you really want a stripper? I'm going to tell y'all what love is. If you come at a person with anything and they don't give you nothing but support, that person ain't for you and that person ain't ready for relationships. Because a person will manipulate you and a person will play a mind game, especially when it comes to shit that you specifically want. You want a raise for $2 in your job saying, well, we could give you a quarter. Now it's on you to say, all right, I deserve more. Matter of fact, I could work for myself or I can get a job over here and make more. So expect a lot of job changes. Expect a lot of relationships to end on the basis that sometimes you need more. Sometimes your soul mission requires love. And where you thought love was compromise, justification, sacrifice, not seeing strippers with your homegirls on the weekends, not making love and just kind of just being a housewife, your sexy ass, you want to, drop down and get your eagle on and things of that nature. And you just kind of just, I'm a mom now, so, I'm just, da-da-da-da-da, on bullshit. You got used to compromising. And it's not the universe's fault. So, if you don't cool your old goon and understand, okay, I need to, redirect my energy, have real correct conversations with those I love, and really stand on what I'm worth and stand on what I want and stand on what I desire, the moment you start doing this shit, person gonna be like, well, what about what I want? That's when you gotta be like, all right, bro, I'm out. All right, sis, I'm out. Because this wasn't ever about tit for tat, give and take. I'm being clear on what I want. And before you start to conditionalize me, before you try to come in with, well, we can give you a quarter. Listen, I said I wanted $2 or I'm going to quit. There ain't no quarter. It ain't no 50 cent. It ain't no, I'll think about getting some strippers. No, I wanted strippers for my bachelorette party and we already married. What the hell you want strippers for? What you mean a bachelorette party and you not a bachelorette, sis? You married. I don't care. What? If sis wants goddamn strippers and that's your wife, then you got to get your wife strippers. Whatever your wife needs. Even deeper, you can't be so arrogant to think that your partner being honest with you in a Venus conjunct Pluto. You got to be like, I support your honesty. I just want to hear your honesty. I want to feel your honesty. I want to understand your honesty because I'm not here to be your mama, your daddy. I'm here to be your supporter. I'm here to love you. I'm not going to sacrifice, compromise, and make you wait. I'm going to be present. I'm going to be supportive. And I'm going to say, aye, aye, Captain. Because if you can't do that in your relationship, you're going to have to let that person go. Because what a part of the soul contract said, you're going to have to be with me, but you're going to have to be miserable the whole time because I'm not going to acknowledge your needs. I understand you want $2 raise. I understand you got a new apartment. I understand you got a new car, but I don't give a fuck about that. I understand that you do a lot of work for this company. I understand you go over and beyond your job duties and responsibilities, but at the same time, I don't think you worth $25 an hour. It ain't a bad thing. If you tell your partner, this is the way that I want to be loved, tell them on the December 11th. By December 25th, and if ain't nothing changed, if you tell your job, I need a $5 raise, I need whatever type of raise. You tell your friend, you can't be doing this shit to me because we friends. I don't like the way it makes me feel. I don't mind being your friend, but that one thing you do, I'm not on that shit. You can stop, or we can stop being friends. If you ain't clear, you be clear on that by the 11th. By the 25th, you either see great changes or you get the fuck up out of there. Because here you are sacrificing and compromising as if this ain't your only fucking life in this bitch that you present. You can say, oh, I got multiple lifetimes, but can you guarantee that? I can't guarantee that. I don't know if this is my last lifetime. I don't know about karma. I don't know about dharma. I don't really know. All I do know is that there is a truth within me that I've been suppressing because I haven't been able to communicate it clearly. And if it comes to my own truth, I'm going to have to be able to communicate that. And I felt like I was just tripping. But then once I started studying this goddamn Venus conjunct Pluto and goddamn Venus retrograde and it conjuncting Pluto 2 times before the ends of 2021, I'm like, uh-oh. You're going to have to figure something out, Kyrie. So I've just been, having conversations with myself and being direct with those that love me and, talking to my children with clarity, what I expect out of them as men, I got a viewpoint, so this is for the men in relationships. If you don't lead that relationship, then you're at fault. The understanding of leadership is obstacles. You don't say, oh, I'm a lead, but I need everything to be perfect. No, you got to lead and understand how to lead through obstacles, how to lead through adversity. The key to leading, though, is love. But you can't love and not pay attention to. You can't love and support. You can't love and not build people up. Because if you love and don't build people up, you might get to a certain point where you need somebody. And when you need somebody, that person is not going to be there for you because where you thought it was love, it was compromise. Where you thought it was love was sacrifice. Where you thought it was love was somebody telling you, hold up, we'll give you a 20-day probationary period, then we'll see. Probationary period come. We still thinking about it. Our servers is down. We'll get back with you. Wrong slide. But all is not lost. All is not lost. So I want to bring you guys into a realization of Venus conjunct Pluto, where you have a subjective truth combining with an objective truth. And the reality is when you say what you want, that is a truth. When you speak it, when you live it, when you act it, it is a reality. See, a truth and a reality are two separate things. You and your essence in life is the bindingness of truth and reality. But part of truth is verbalization. It is a clarity that Mercury presents being conjunct officuous. However, if you're not clear on your truth, then it's all going to hell. And I'll be simple about it. Learn how to support people. Learn how to give without wanting things in return, and learn to say what you desire. And then also know that it's time to leave when it is time to leave, right? Don't put yourself in a situation where you're being ignored, you're not being served, you're not happy, it's not working out, so forth and so on, just because. Because the deeper reality is that love is waiting for you, as we discussed yesterday. But we also finding out that love is advanced magical procedures. So you have the subjective and you have the objective. Let's read. There are many words in the English language that sound similar but have completely opposite meanings. One of the examples is subjective versus objective. Only a couple letters different, these two are actually antonyms, completely different, but Venus representing that subjective love, Pluto representing that objective love. Venus is saying, I love you, I want to make a baby. Pluto is saying, I love you, I want you to be an oak tree. I see you as an acorn. I see you have no development. I see you have no idea how great you can be because you out here fucking, smoking cigarettes, drinking liquor, out here looking dumb. And you don't even realize that you are a leader of the free world, right? You are a part of something much greater than your physical reality presents to you. Venus is saying, well, everything I know is just everything I know. All I know is waking up and drinking E&J. All I know is hooking up with dudes on Tinder. All I know is going to the beauty supply store, so that's all I'm going to do. Right? Subjective information is anything that is based on personal opinion, judgment, feelings, or point of view, what you can see. Objective information is factual and based on observations and measurements. The seed from a personal subjective view is this is a fucking seed. I can't eat off this seed. This seed ain't doing nothing for me. Forget this seed. Objectively, that's a mistake because you can plant that seed and it grow to be, a food bush. The objective truth, although it might take a while to manifest because it's based upon measurement, it's based on calculations, it's based on new information, because as new information comes within the objective field of view, you have to make adjustments. See, when you're cognitive dissonant, when you are a spiritualist, when you are caught up in your own hype, when you are caught up in your subjective personal opinion, you ruin your own purpose. You can sit here and talk to people about purpose. You can sit here and act like you on your purpose. But if you're not able to adjust, if you are not able to measure, if you are not able to sit down, look at your chart, see where transits are taking place at in your chart, know how you can prepare for certain transits in your chart, just and live according to your chart, how it's understood in your understanding, versus ignoring it because you don't need it and then suffering the consequences of having horrible relationships, going to a job that you hate, living in a home that you can't understand, not having a voice, not living in your purpose, just getting a goddamn direct deposit in your fake ass bank account and acting like everything is a-okay. That is subjective. Objective is saying that you need to connect with your soul group, Pluto. What is Pluto? Pluto is a small group of people that control a large amounts of wealth. Venus is, I can do it by myself. Pluto is, you need to be with people. Now, Venus conjunct Pluto is being around the right people, the perfect people, not the fuckity fucks, not the people who are ambiguous, not the people that require you to sacrifice, compromise, and wait and call it love, but the people who show up in your life with a solution, how you can help them, how they can help you. You come up with a mutual responsibility, a mutual respect, and you get to the bag. Because if you do not get to the bag, trust and believe the bag is not coming to you. That's the thing about online business and stuff like that. People just be like, well, I started an online business and ain't nobody come to it. Did you market that online business? Did you promote that online business? Did you do research on how much competitors? Did you look at how your competitors is coming at people and then understand, well, if my competitors is doing this, why would anybody buy from me? And I got somebody doing the same thing that I'm doing, selling it for cheaper, and it look nice. They got social proof, all this type of shit. It's harder than just saying I opened up a business. Subjectively, your personal opinion is I want to start a business. The objective truth is it's much difficult to do it alone. This doesn't have to be a hard transit, but I promise you, arrogance, I'ma laugh. I'ma get me a whole thing of popcorn after this video is over. So I'ma just watch y'all and laugh like crash dummies, because you can't say that I ain't tell you. I told y'all advanced magical techniques. Advanced magical techniques is love, but trust me, love is not sacrifice. Love is not you doing everything for a person and them telling you, hey, kiss my ass. And what you think a man likes, a man probably don't like, unless you ask them. A man doing his true will has the inertia of the universe to assist him. True will, according to Aleister Crowley, is law. The law is love. When you love something, you don't fear of losing it, you appreciate it. You can love life, or you could be afraid to die. Most people spend a majority of their life being afraid to die as opposed to loving the life that they are living. So one can say, I love life, but I'm afraid to die. Can't have it both. Learning to love life is accepting this moment, even knowing that it might be a time where you won't be enjoying this moment. So why waste time being in fear when you could expend time being in love? Love is not about a half truth. Well, I'll love you up until this point, but the moment that you like another guy, I'm not dealing with you. Men act like they love their wife, but if she cheat on you, you kicking her out the house. You acting like you don't know her. You talking about you hate her. Well, the reason that she cheated on you, this is what I know for a fact, because you didn't love her in the first place. Because a woman that you love, meaning that you support, you're present with, you give to, you listen to, and you and give her full acknowledgement, she wouldn't even have the time to think about cheating on you. However, when we in the realm of half truths, we are also in the realms of whole lies. And based upon cognitive dissonance, this is the reality that we live in, because we hear a lot of shit at face value, but then we also know that this motherfucker full of shit. We might not internalize it. We might be like, oh yeah, okay, yup. We know at the end of the day what's real and what's fake. But we ain't gonna call that person when they talking to us like, you are a liar, fam, shut up. We just gonna be like, okay, yep. So get in the car like, man, this motherfucker on bullshit. But to get to a point where you establishing your true will, your deepest love, you gotta share a part of yourself. You gotta be vulnerable enough. You gotta be supportive enough. And you can't be like, well, once I get to know you a little better, I'm gonna let you go. Because anything is going to happen that's going to bring that about. You will be tested on that. And it's very important to have shadow work conversations in your relationship to say, look, I'm into this type of shit. I ain't tell you I was into it because I was trying to impress you. I was trying to get you to like me. But at this time, I can't even lie to you. I just got to tell you the type of person that I am. Some people would take that as an invite to be honest with you and y'all can get closer. Some people would take that as an invite to leave. Ain't that a good thing? Why would you be with a person, a complete and total stranger, be with a person for whatever reason, and that person be ruining your life? All because you wasn't honest about the real shit that you wanted and the real shit that you accepted. You being with a person and you side swiping shit and you figure like you got a real purpose out here in these streets. Man, I wish I would. It's shit I used to put up with women when I didn't understand my purpose. Now, if you ain't saying everything that I want to hear, I won't fuck with you. I got too much to lose. If you ain't acting and doing exactly how I need you to act and do, then I ain't fucking with you. My purpose is more important than trying to figure it out, and that's more or less the games that a motherfucker play with you. Leave breadcrumbs and hope you follow them breadcrumbs. I ain't following no damn breadcrumbs, fam. I'm living my true will. You came across me as I was living in my true will. That's like a whole train in a train seeing a bad bitch and the train just stopped. You ain't never seen a train stop. Trains got to keep going. I'm Ogun. Ogun rules railroad. So part of my purpose is you either gonna hop on or you gonna watch me roll past you. I ain't never stopped this work for nobody. The work that I do, I wouldn't stop it for a soul. It's not a soul that would make me stop this work that I do. I don't care about views or shit. I'm doing it because my soul is leading me to do it. I'm living within my true will. So that's one of the main aspects to Venus conjunct Pluto, especially figuring out what chart you're in. But of course, I'm going to give y'all more solutions. The 5 love language, because love is law, but also love is a language. So having this conversation with your partner, what is your love language? Words of affirmation, gifts, acts of service, quality time, physical touch. Whatever your love language is, speak in that love language. Give that. Don't say, oh, my love language is gifts. All right, give me some gifts then, sis. Oh, my love language is physical touch. Well, touch me. I want to be touched. What you mean? You said your love language is touch. Well, then talk, sis, talk. I want to hear how you talk. They going to be quick to tell you, oh, my love language is quality time. Well, let's spend some quality time together. Let's learn Forex. See, I thought you was going to take me to the movies or something. No, you said quality time. We got to learn these finances and economics, girlfriend. What's up? See, I don't know about this. Acts of service. All right, let's see what your service is about. Let's do some services. See, I thought these 5 love languages for what you were supposed to say to me, I didn't think that I was supposed to be saying the love languages. I was telling you about the love languages. What you want me to do? Words of affirmation. How about this? Give me some money. I'm like, no, sis, that's not affirmation that I was talking about. I was, like, you're doing a good job. You looking handsome today. I like the way them jeans look on you. You feel me? Like, don't be with me, fam. I don't know if any dude is like this, but don't be with me and don't compliment me, cause that's really gonna make it feel like we not really like you really not fucking with me. But it ain't about choosing one of the 5 love languages either. It's about learning all of the languages and speaking them and understanding how your partner receives them. And then also how you perform these love languages, because we can easily say, oh, I love Jermaine. What have you bought Jermaine? Nothing. I bought him this pussy. What is the acts of service you did for Jermaine? I serviced him this pussy. Have you spent some quality time with Jermaine? He had quality time in this pussy. Have you physically touched him? He physically touched this pussy. I know all about the love languages, hood. We're like, no, you gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. Cause this Christmas, every dude is gonna get the gift that he get every single Christmas. What is that? Getting some ass in a bow. We want an Apple Watch or something, sis. We tired of y'all just giving us pussy for Valentine's Day and Christmas. I don't give me an Apple Watch or something. Give me some goddamn Yeezys. And don't come to bed with no goddamn negligee on. Talk about Merry Christmas and wrap your gift. Not this year. Not 2021. I want a real gift. Stand on that. So I'm gonna just go through this. Words of affirmation. I really loved your presentation. I loved your YouTube video. I loved your last mixtape that you put out, right? Y'all a clown y'all man for trying to put out a mixtape and trying to do a YouTube. Oh, trying to do a podcast ass nigga, mixtape ass nigga. You don't love that man, right? Quality time. Getting the coffee together on break, scheduled one-on-one meetings, like real quality time, doing something beneficial for your family as opposed to, taking each other for granted. Acts of service, helping a coworker or lab mate tighten their workload. Because what I'm showing this for is because 5 love languages don't just start at romance. You got to understand your family's love language, your friends' love language, the people at work, people that your neighbors' love language, and you can't be expecting them to love you because that's not love. Love is an action word. Love is a verb. I don't want to hear how you want gifts, but you don't buy people gifts. That don't even make sense to me. I'm not that type of dude. And I know it's dudes out there, and I know like girlfriends don't ever want their dude to ever talk to me because I'll be talking to you all types of ways, bro. Like, listen, she wants you to do what and do what? What is she doing for you? Y'all don't want them type of talks though. Anyways, physical touch, appropriate touch like handshakes, congratulations, or pinches in the booty if she like that. But I'm saying all of this to say, showing you all of these different slides about love languages and love being the law, because love is hard work. When you are arrogant in relationships, you are cognitively dissonant. You expecting that your partner is just going to kiss your ass because you halfway decent looking. You expect your partner to just I'll never forget this. I was talking to this young lady and we was just kind of in the talking phase. And it was just so poignant when she said it because I was just kind of talking, I was kind of probing, like, what the fuck do you want? Type shit. Like I've known her for years, right? And we was just kind of like building. And I'm like, what you want for real? She was like, honestly, because she was fine too. That's beside the point. I'm like, I'll do whatever, but what you want? She like, I want to be swept off my feet. So I was like, okay, what does that mean? I don't know. I just know it when I feel it. Said, what the? I stopped talking to her because I liked her. And I was like, I'll do whatever. I'll even sweep you off your feet. But what kind of broom do you want me to buy to sweep you off your feet? Do you want me to karate chop your ass? Undercut you and then catch you with my hand? Like, sweep you off your feet? How? You want me to take you on a trip? Like, what do you mean sweep you off your feet? And I know women is like, no, what she meant was, no, fuck that. Don't tell me you want me to sweep you off your feet. Nothing. Because you on bullshit. You on manipulation. You on sacrifice. You on compromise. You on 50-50 tit for tat. Stand on your shit and be like, how can you support me? How can we be mutually beneficial towards each other? And how can you stand on that shit? Right. Do you want a push broom? Like, how do you want me to sweep you off your feet? Do you want me to do a sweep kick? Like, Sweep you off your feet in what way? Cause I'll sweep your ass in a heartbeat, right? Like I'll type of sweeping you want. If that's all you want, every day I'll come with the broom. Like here he come. That's my man. What are you doing with that broom, girl? You about to sweep me off his feet? So love is hard work. It's not a easy thing that's just going to be given to you. When I talk about advanced magical techniques and I break it down to love, you might think that that's some simple shit. But you got to communicate and support somebody and love somebody and be unrelenting to somebody and have that joy found within yourself and be present and do all of this hot existential shit. It's hard work. To sit with a person and say, you know what? I'm not going to play mind games with you. I'm going to serve you and make your life better because I love you. It's a simple formula for me.